Hey everybody, Paul from the Vitamin House, Manalapan, New Jersey, with my lovely wife Anna.
Hi guys.
Due to popular demand, she's in the video tonight. I don't blame any of you. First off, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and sticking with us with the videos. This is new to us, so we've been experiencing technical difficulties, to say the least, between choppy videos and audio that was a little bit off last night, and the camera being facing the wrong way and everything. We're trying to work it out, but I appreciate everybody's patience. But most off, I appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody tuning in. It's really nice to get this much of a good response for something that we're just starting off, just here to give out some information to everybody, which is basically what we do here every day. So we're just but this is new to us, Facebook Live, and we really appreciate everybody tuning in. It means a lot to us, and especially all the messages. And the questions we get through direct messaging. Also, while I'm on that subject, topics. Since this seems to be going over pretty well, we're going to be looking at which different topics that you would like to discuss. You can either direct message them to us or give us a call at the store. Anything you might want to talk about in a health related field, questions about different products or things, different topics that you'd like to see discussed on here, send us a direct message and we'll consider it. It's up to you, really. This is what we're here. It's kind of like an open forum kind of thing, as long as it's related to health, vitamins, herbs, amino acids. Like tonight with seasonal allergies, I figured it'd be a good topic to get going with, because that seems to be on a lot of people. At least a lot of people were coming in today for it. So we'll start there. Honey. Local honey is really good for seasonal allergies. You have to make sure when you buy local honey, more so just looking at the address, not all honeys are local. Give you, for instance, this guy's honey we've been selling for about 30 years, Zenges Farms. Even though it says Long Branch on it, he's got a whole bunch of honeys. We probably have 12 different flavors. Not all of them are local. So just because something says in a supermarket or on a stand the address is local, that doesn't always mean they come from your area. Bee pollen. Do you have a bag of bee pollen? Yeah, thanks. Just because it says a local address, that doesn't mean it's honey is locally sourced. Wayne gets his honey from all over the place, but we are aware here which honeys come from local areas and which ones don't. So if you come in, just ask us. Like, I know his wildflower honey is very, very popular here. A lot of people take that for honey. For allergies. Sometimes anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon a day. It's not going to make a difference at first, immediately, but over time it can make a huge difference, building up a little bit of a tolerance to allergies. Also, he has local bee pollen. So that's another thing people can do. This is fresh local bee pollen. People will start off sometimes using like a gran, like maybe a quarter teaspoon at a time, either mixed directly under your tongue or in salads. This can be really effective. Again, that doesn't usually offer immediate results to people, but if you take it before allergy season starts and just a little every day, it can really help build your tolerance to allergies. Another thing that a lot of people do is the neti pot. This has been popular for years. It's just an easy way a natural way to clean out your sinuses. You add the neti salt and some water. Usually use distilled water and the neti salt, and you mix it, and it's kind of tricky to do at first, but it can be done, and it's a good way to clean out your sinuses. One of my favorites, though, to use for allergy season, homeopathic products. There's a lot of homeopathic products that are really good and really safe to use. You may have to fool around with a couple different ones to see which dosages work for you. There's also different ways to take these things. You can either do them directly under the tongue, or you can put pellets in water and sip them out a teaspoon at a time throughout the day, whichever way works best for you. But for instance, a big one that I like to use is called histaminum hydrochloricum at a 200 dose, usually 5 pellets under the tongue 3 times a day, is a real effective allergy, kind of like almost like a universal, like an across the board allergy treatment. It works for just about everything. Allium cepa is another one. This one's really good for runny nose, And then if you get watery eyes, there's a homeopathic remedy called euphrasia. Euphrasia is awesome for runny eyes. And speaking of eyes, they also have homeopathic eye drops, which again, they make ones that are specifically for allergies. Samilisan makes one called Allergy Eye Relief, just for allergy season, but it doesn't necessarily have to say it on there. Just for allergies. Boron makes a great one called Optique. Dry eyes, allergy symptoms, itchy red, burning eyes, and these are safe to use, especially for kids. Even though it doesn't say kids on there, these are safe to use for kids. It's homeopathic. There's no side effects with these. You don't have to worry about overuse, drying out the eyes, or any of the side effects that would come from like an over-the-counter product. They're great. Another good one for allergy season is vitamin C. Just good vitamin C in high doses. We usually use anywhere from, my family, anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 a day during allergy season, sometimes more. There's another great product called quercetin. Quercetin, they usually call them QBC complexes. Quercetin stands for quercetin bromelain, which comes from pineapple stem, and vitamin C. It has a natural antihistamine effect. So, and it's safe. There's no allergic reaction to any of this stuff. It's not going to, bother the stomach or anything. It can be taken multiple times a day if you need to, but it's a natural antihistamine without having to worry about drying you out or having any negative effects. A big one too also.
Favorite?
Yeah, colloidal silver. Colloidal silver is a great one for allergy season because especially if you're prone to sinus infections from allergies. This is my favorite one. It's called Silver Biotics. There's a lot of colloidal silvers on the market. I like this one because it's also ionic, so it absorbs better. It's 10 parts per million silver, and it works great. Tastes just like water, and you can put it in these little empty nasal sprayers and use it up the sinuses to help prevent, either clear you out or help prevent sinus infections. It can also be used orally, a teaspoon, anywhere up to 3 or 4 times a day, again to help prevent sinus infections. But for allergies, this is a really great one. They unfortunately do not make a nasal spray, but that's really easily remedied by just getting an empty nasal sprayer. We have these available at the store. You fill it up, full strength with the silver and spray it up into the sinuses, and it works awesome. Great for preventing sinus infections again. They also have homeopathic nasal sprays. Homeopathic nasal sprays, what's great about them, no side effects. So you don't have to worry about, one of the problems we run into with a lot of people is they come in using over-the-counter, I don't want to mention any by name, but over-the-counter sinus sprays that are available in drugstores. And what happens, or sometimes the medicated ones, after time, they can actually make the problem worse. So the longer you use them, the worse they make it. That will not happen with the homeopathic ones or the silver. You can use them repeatedly. This is a good one. Reboost as a homeopathic one. Clear or X-Clear, like some people call it, is a xylitol nasal spray, xylitol-based nasal spray. Now, xylitol is actually a sweetener, but it's a sweetener that has nutritional properties to it. They call it it's a glyconutrient, or a sugar that has nutrition properties to it. So it can be used. What happens is it makes the bacteria wash through the nasal passages rather than adhere. And again, no side effects with this. This is a good one for relieving sinus pressure. And then another good one is Nutribiotic makes one called Nasal Spray Plus. This is a grapefruit seed based product, and also really great for sinus pressure and preventing sinus infections. You got some questions? Oh, hey guys, Bill's here, Kelly's here. Bill tuning in from Florida. Thanks, buddy. Ian, how's it going, buddy? Whoop. As I knock it over. All right, thanks for everybody tuning in. Again, there's also a newer product we're carrying, Umka. Umka from Nature's Way. Umka's generally used during the cold and flu season, but they make an allergy and sinus one now that works really well also. So sometimes when you get and these are all non-drowsy, so you don't have to worry about them, causing any side effects. These are great for, cough, congestion, runny nose. great to use during the day. It can be used during the daytime or at night because they won't keep you awake either. Now, boron also makes, because a lot of times people have questions for allergies for kids. Boron makes allergy relief for kids, which works very well. Again, no side effects. And the awesome thing about giving these to kids is they taste like sugar. So if they tell you this stuff tastes bad, they're not being truthful, because this tastes just like sugar. They're really easy to give to kids and very effective, non-habit forming, non-drowsy. You can use them at the first sign of allergy symptoms, and they work very, very well. Also, with the homeopathic stuff, a lot of them, they don't have kids ones per se, but they'll have a kid's dose on the side. So if you look on the side, it'll tell you 2 different doses, one for adults and one for kids. The homeopathic stuff has to be sold carrying standard drug warnings, drug warning labels. I've been using this stuff on my kids their whole lives, and without ever having had any side effects. The only thing is sometimes you have to try a couple different ones to see which ones work for you or for your kids. But the great part is they're safe and there's no side effects with them. I mean, the worst thing that could happen with taking these is they might not work. Other than that, these work fantastic. A couple other things they might want to think about. I know a big one, dietary concerns. During allergy season, staying off of dairy can help big time. Also wheat and gluten too. I know that's a little bit tough, especially if you like pizza as much as I do. But staying off of wheat, gluten, and dairy is a big benefit for allergy season. That way you don't get all clogged up because the dairy is so mucus forming. Some other things people do also is oregano oil. A lot of people do oregano oil because they find it helps them open up their sinuses. So that's a really good one too if you can taste it. I mean, if you can stand the taste. It's pretty potent, this stuff. You usually put a few drops under your tongue. If you can't take the taste of it, then you just put a little bit of water in there and hold it under your tongue if you can. And it opens you up, and it also helps prevent sinus infections as well. So what else do we have here? I think I covered just about everything we're going to cover tonight. Again, if there's any questions you guys have, you can send us a DM, a direct message. Stop in and see us. We're here 7 days a week. Monday through Thursday, we're here till 8 o'clock. Fridays, we're here till 7. Saturdays and Sundays, we're here till 6. If I'm not here, Anna's here. If Anna and I are not here, our son Ryan is here. So there's always a family member here to help you. So there's always somebody here that has experience. You know, if anybody knows anything about us that's ever been here before, we always do our best to help people when they come in, no matter what, and give you the information you need for yourself or your family to help you, use natural remedies to get better. Another great thing also too, by the way, for allergy season is the chiropractor. Especially if you tend to get sinus problems, if you get clogged up, getting a good adjustment can also help, get you all cleared up. That was one of the first things I used to do for my kids when they got sinus problems, or if they got ear infections as a result of sinus problems, whether it be in the winter time or in the summer, taking them for a good adjustment. And if you guys don't have a good chiropractor, we can definitely recommend. There's a couple around here we can recommend for you. Also, acupuncture can help as well. I guess that's about it. Again, I really appreciate all you guys tuning in. Wow, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. And again, if you have any questions, you can either send them directly to us through Facebook. You can call us at 732-414-2777. You can also catch us over at Instagram at The Vitamin House Online. And like us on Instagram and check out our videos and our posts over there, and send us a direct message as well. And that's it for tonight. I appreciate everybody tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you over the next day or two. Remember, any questions, any topics you want to hear about us, whatever you want to talk about related to health, wellness, send us, and we'll do our best to do a video about it. Thanks a lot.